But I wanted to do this live today because I've been getting hundreds of DMs over the last couple of weeks, and people have been experiencing a lot of, let's call it, phenomenon in their life that they've never experienced before. Many people that have been to my events and talks and done my recent courses and the meditations and the breathworks and stuff that we've been doing in those sessions have been experiencing like pretty amazing things. People have been releasing a lot of traumas. People have been revisiting people that they have not seen in a long time. People are having crazy vivid dreams. People are getting a lot of ear ringing. People are getting a lot of sensation around the third eye and the crown. Lots of energy going up and down the spine. And so I wanted to do this live just to kind of explain what's kind of happening to us as human beings, as a collective and individual. So just give you a broad perspective of, and if anything, just hammer home just like how powerful we are and what we're about. So if you're joining us today, just drop a comment, let us know where you're tuning in from. It's always nice to see where people are tuning in from at this hour. But I wanted to start off by using my trusty little whiteboard here, to just kind of demonstrate how we're currently, I know this is a bit back to front because we're using Instagram. I'm just wanted to do this because it's just explaining how we're currently experiencing all three dimensions at once in the body. Okay, so we're feeling, this is our past up here. Okay, so we've got the past here and all the different energies that are in here, right, in the past. But what's happening is we're feeling the past, the present, and the future all at once. Okay, so all three dimensions. Okay, and we're feeling it in the physical body. So what's happening with the past stuff? Lots of past traumas, lots of past life traumas, because we hold a lot of those as well. Would thoroughly recommend getting like a reading or something done with somebody like Diane Gold, who I've done with. She's a very good friend of mine from South Africa. You can learn a lot more about the past life stuff, and often we hold trauma, and as I found out recently, from like how we died and shit. Right? This is that mad. We hold that in us. But what's happening is we're feeling that leave the body through things like frustration, pain, but also you might feel things like just popping off on your body. You know, you just be sat there and something, you'll have like a pop and a pop all around the back here, just literally pop, 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 all running random. And what that is that's all that past life and ancestral pain and collective pain that we hold as well. So a lot of guys, especially, have been getting very deep pain through the back of the knee. And that's where we hold collective masculine pain. So I had it for like 3 weeks. It was really weird. It just come out of nowhere. I felt like I had really bad tendonitis around the back of my knee joint. And then every time I was going for a walk, it just felt like my knee was just swelling up, and then just went. I just felt like this real shift and release of it, and it's gone. So when I checked in with Diane, she was telling me about that's where we hold a lot of masculine collective pain. So obviously going around the country, doing all the stuff that I did, all the men's groups to talk with, and obviously my family and stuff like that, I hold a lot of that energy and we hold it in us. So that, you know, I experienced that myself. And then we're feeling it all in the present, okay, so in the body, all right, so we're feeling it in the present body. And we feel that in terms of like fatigue, we feel it in terms of like pain and injury, usually to the weakest parts of our body, somewhere where we may have had surgery. So I've had quite extensive surgery on my back in the past. So, you know, the last few weeks I've been feeling like these horrible pinching sensations and little nerve pains and stuff like that. And we're feeling that in the present, in the physical body. Now, what's happening is our future self, which is our higher self, okay, is embodying our body for the first time in human history. Okay, so that is, your higher self is coming into your present self. So many of you experience a lot of sensation around the crowns of your head. So when your crown's active, that is you connecting to source. Okay, so you are connecting to source, to your higher self. So that's what's happening, and then you're feeling it in the physical body. Now, what's happening as a result of this is creating this need for expansion. So some of you might feel like you've got like loads of like pain in your sort of thoracic area, like, or tightness. Okay, so not only is like you get a lot of heart expansion, but the heart chakra's growing. Your spine is actually growing because your nervous system is growing. Okay, your spine is actually expanding. Okay, so what's happening is in the physical body here, okay, the spine, all the vertebrae, okay, they go all the way up the spine, like that, are all expanding. All right, so that's why you're getting like that pain in the back, and you feel like you can't stretch it out, or you got on a phone, you need to get on a phone roller or something like that. You're just like, what is this? Or like me, you're walking down the road like some kind of angry gorilla, because you just can't stretch it out. That's what's happening. The spine is literally opening even bigger because it's to be able to hold a deeper and stronger column of light, because that's what we are. Okay, so we're light beings. All right, we're holographic, multi-dimensional light beings. All right, that literally are grid workers in essence. Okay, so we are firstly a column of light, a pillar of light, and that's where and why, since birth, everything's been done to kind of like cap us off from being that exquisite column of light. All right, so we're feeling all three dimensions right now in the body. All right, so it's exciting. It's good things. So for those of you who meditate and stuff like that, you may be seeing past life stuff come up. I know I did it. I've done a few recently, and like I've seen like different versions of people that are in my life now. So a lot of that stuff's coming up as well. A lot of guys may be revisiting trauma from parental trauma. I've spoken to so many guys that have been like this, where they haven't had the best relationship with their mum, for example. They didn't have that nurturing mother that brought them up, and they've often found themselves they need to have a girlfriend or need to have a wife or need to be with somebody all the time because they were never nurtured as a youngster. A lot of that's resurfacing at the moment as well with guys. Like, it's coming out in the form of like lots of anger and stuff and resentment. And what that's doing is, in the present body, this is where our shadow self is. So you maybe have people in your family or friendship circles suddenly just gone off the rails and start like get angry and aggressive, start attacking people online, maybe things like that. So what's happening is that's that shadows part of the person, that's the demon inside the person that's like, really coming out. So we're seeing that kind of come out in different ways, usually with the way they express things. And the reason why all of this was kind of done to us, guys, okay, is because we are, right, without doubt, 100% perfectly created at birth. We are perfectly created divine modems, in essence, okay, pillars of light. It's only from the minute we're born that we have lots of programs and viruses installed into us. Okay, so everything from the birth certificate all the way through to like the vitamin K shots, the child vaccinations, all of it. More so now because there's like absolute crap in all the food, all the water, baby formula, you name it. So by the time that we get to like leaving school, we have no idea what we want to do. Likely more nowadays overweight and full of dis-ease. Okay, so obviously, as I've mentioned before, the sun, okay, I'm going to draw in. The sun, all right, is electric. We are electromagnetic beings. But what they've done is they've grounded us off, stopped us being grounded into the ground by things like rubber sole shoes, by things like us living a box-to-box life. So we get up in the morning in the house, get into a car, we go to a place of work, we go to a school or on a bus, whatever that may be. So we're always going like box to box to box. So we're never fully grounded at all, right? And over time, our heart chakra is like being quite closed, and our third eye and crown have been shut off. So in essence, what they've tried to do is they've tried to cap us off. All right, so there's us here. There's a current little being. All right, so we've got a little guy here, not fully grounded ever, only a small amount of heart energy, and we've got this energetic cap above our head. Well, what's happening now is we are literally removing all those caps, okay, naturally, organically, we're removing these caps, okay, and I'll put this line up here because that's your connection to source the sun. All right, so electromagnetic being, the sun is supposed to literally channel through us into the ground. We're supposed to be a conduit for this powerful energy, all right, and then we should always then be a conduit and fully connected to source all the time. Now what's happening is the energies that we're receiving at the moment is literally opening the third eye in everybody, opening the crown, like massively expanding the heart chakra. Everything is about truth, so obviously the throat chakra is all being cleansed from everybody. And what's happening is we're now finding ourselves suddenly this amazing energetic being without the cap, with a massive, or much bigger heart connection, okay, and at the heart, the head connection, that then is literally connecting to source, okay. So we're connecting to source now through the crown chakra. So many of you are actually experiencing a lot of sensation around here. Those of you who are meditating, you're feeling like your head's like almost opening, like a white lotus, okay. That's what's happening. You're connecting to your higher self, source, higher self, everything, white light is coming through you at a rate of knots, which is pretty darn awesome, right? So you're now doing this. Now what's happening with your heart is, your heart's creating an even bigger field, all right? It's creating a much bigger field at that. So your really positive high energy is then being felt by others, all right? And that is what's waking people up. It's that the power of that field within you, okay? So many of you are going from this to this, all right? So you're grounded, and then to those of you who are feeling there's energy going through, up and down through your spine, that's why, okay? Because you're a light being. So you've got all the expansion going on, you've got all the light coming through you, all right? I bet some of you listening to this are probably attracting more animals all of a sudden because they see how bright that light is. You know, it's absolutely fantastic. And that's the kind of messages I'm receiving from people. They're asking me questions like, I get all this sensation on my head, I don't know what it is. Okay, that's what it is. You are becoming the pillar of light that you're supposed to be. Okay, so that's how we're supposed to be connected. And it was all about capping us off as much as possible. Everything through big pharma to big food to stress in the workplace, the 9 to 5, both people working, all this kind of stuff. And obviously connecting to babies as well. Literally, they see you, they see your light. Because remember, babies haven't been programmed like all of us, and that's why straight away they just know. All right, so pay attention to that kind of stuff. But all of you are kind of experiencing this, and that's why you're getting the expansion in the body. Okay, your heart chakra is pumping out energy like there's no tomorrow. Okay, you'll probably find yourself as well when you're with friends and family of high energy, you suddenly co-create like really amazing things like in the moment. It's almost like you co-manifest everything that's starting to happen to you because all your heart chakras are literally pumping out all this energy. Your energetic field, okay, is receiving all of that. All right, and then people come into your field and they're like, "Ooh, I like this energy." Just like you know when you meet a bad person or somebody whose energy you don't like, it's exactly the same way around. Okay, so I wanted to share that with you. And what's happening is, like, some people are all, as you're going through these higher frequencies, guys, and because that's what's happening, all the expansion is needed for our physical bodies to hold higher frequencies to be able to go through what they call the quote-unquote ascension process. But it's in essence you reconnecting with your soul family and being 100% sovereign. Like, that is the goal. That's the reason and the mission, individually and collectively, is that we've all got a mission while we're here. Okay, and to learn lessons, etc., etc. But the deeper core is to become fully sovereign. Like, that is winning the game. Okay, so in terms of realities that we're in at the moment, and you might find this yourself, and even people that you may know. Okay, we've lived all this time in the third density. Okay, 3 dimensions, and like within them, it's kind of like within that's a matrix, which is what we all know about, right? And we've all seen the movie. It's not really a movie, is it? It's more of a bloody documentary. Okay, and we've been living in like this 3D kind of cube almost. Okay, so been living in this kind of 3D cube, not to scale. And within there is like all the things that we've been gone through, right? So we're gonna start at the back here. We go through like the school process. We go through like the school process, the indoctrination process. Then we go through sport and TV programming and all this kind of stuff, and then go on holiday at the same time every year, blah blah blah. Eat the same food, blah blah blah. Like go to the pub on a Friday, blah blah blah. Same people singing on the karaoke every week for like 10 years in a row. Da, 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 da. You know, all of these kind of things that we get programmed into: war, banks, finance, video games, more sport, like etc. etc. So we experience all these 3D-isms within this 3D construct here, and that is what we experience, and that's the box that they want to keep you in forever. Okay, it's all about keeping you in 3D, right? However, because we're going through this ascension process and our bodies are becoming more adaptive and they're getting DNA upgrades, etc., etc., All right, we're then starting to branch off into the fourth dimension. Okay, so we're starting to branch off now into like the fourth dimension. Now, what's happening is you've got like what they call the lower fourth, which are like the lower realms of the fourth dimension. Okay, that's what we experience in the astral plane. So when we're in dream time or in meditation and stuff like that, or we're doing remote viewing, or we're purposely astral traveling and purposely doing astral projection. Like all this stuff is what I teach on my courses, guys. So what we're seeing at the minute is some people are getting spiritually attacked. Some people are getting or have got an entity attachment to them. Okay, I actually know people that have them, unfortunately, and these are where they live. They live in what's called the lower fourth density here. So it's all this sticky patch here, and that's what it is. So you might know people have suddenly changed, flipped, start attacking people, and it's not coming from a place of like love or from soul, right? So this is why. It's because they've got this like attachment here, and it's keeping them in the lower fourth density. Right, and that's where they want to keep it. It's almost like a soul trap. So like down here, like that. That's what these entities in the dark are trying to do, because so many people are rapidly going through this ascension process. Okay, you're becoming more enlightened. You're waking up to who you truly are. You're seeing past all the illusions now. Okay, you're accepting that pretty much most of what we've ever been taught is a complete bullshit to keep us locked in this 3D box here. All right, and only ever believing that that's as big as our world gets. That was the whole point of the moon landing bullshit. That's the whole point of all the NASA crap, to make you feel that everything's so far away you'll never experience anything more than the town you live in. Now, as you guys are going through out from the third dimension, you pushed your way through like the lower fourth dimension. You're in a place where now you're living a more of an abundant lifestyle. You're very grateful. You share a lot of gratitude. You come from a place of peace more rather than anger, because a lot of the anger is very much all the 3D stuff. Right? The people still arguing about chemtrails and shots and big pharma this and Bill Gates, blah blah blah. That's all this 3D stuff here. Okay, so we need to move past all this, right? And we need to work our way up now, right, outside the sticky fourth dimension and into the 4D. So we're getting into the astral traveling, we're getting into the remote viewing techniques, we're improving our psychic capabilities, our clairvoyancy, our spidey sense, all that great stuff. All right, and we're very much now hanging around in here, where it's a lot more peaceful and calmer. This is where the new earth is created, okay, and co-created. All right, you can't co-create it in 3D. Right, and that's why they want to keep us there as long as possible. So that's why everyone whose heart chakras are massively now open, we're getting this expansion, your ears are ringing like crazy because you're getting the downloads that you need for this time, for your mission. All right, so your body's upgrading in certain areas for your mission. All right, so now is all about stepping into that mission, okay, because you're learning all of this kind of stuff, you're learning about how powerful you are, you're learning about how we heal ourselves, all right, and how to do that consciously and in meditation and stuff like that, doing all the great work, all the stuff that I teach in my courses, guys. All the tools that I'm giving people all the time. That's why everyone on my courses are absolutely smashing it. It's and it's amazing to see. So we want to be hanging out in here now, right? As soon as we let ourselves get brought back down, okay, it's hard to get out, right? So only concentrate now on your expansion, on your ascension process, on your your journey through enlightenment or whatever you want to call it, okay? This is where you want to be, because here is where the darkness is just literally clinging on for dear life. All right, this is why all the crap's happening in Ukraine still, all the stuff's happening in Israel still. It's because they want to keep everybody in here, the attention in here. Right, we need to get you in here as much as possible. If you haven't already done so, guys, and you're just starting to get to meditation and stuff like that, where all the keys to all the answers of all your universe lie in here. All right, you can go on my website, mrajroberts.com. I'll put it in in here, and you can actually download my album for free. Bear with me. mrajroberts.com, and you can download my album for free if you want. And all details about my courses are on there, guys. I've got one starting the week tomorrow, which I'm really, really looking forward to. So I hope this explains a little bit as well as where we are. All right. So if you have got any more questions about it, obviously feel free to send us an email message or something like that. So yeah, please do so, because it's always great to hear what people are experiencing, especially the guys that do my courses. We've got like their own chat groups and stuff, so I'm always keeping tabs on everybody across all those groups, and it's really awesome to see what kind of people are going through and what they're experiencing, how they're connecting to their own universe and that. But yeah, if anybody wants to do my next course, Mission Consciousness, because that's literally what it's about. It is our mission, is to raise our level of consciousness. Okay, it's called Unplugged, and I've called it Unplugged because I give you the tools you need to unplug from the 3D-isms and plug back in the 4D and 5D. So you get full third eye activation. I teach you how to astral travel, I teach you how to do remote viewing. I help you connect to your soul family, to your star family. My own mentor Matt comes on the Thursday, and we go all through about connecting to star fam, because that's literally who he is. And I teach you all about meditation, all the different types of breath work, and connecting you to galactic family, which is pretty amazing. So there's so many people now really connecting to who they truly are, and it's just a great sign really of why I do what I do. I love it. So it's called Mission Consciousness Unplugged, and it's from the 12th to the 16th. 12th to the 16th of Feb. Okay, so each evening we do just a couple of hours on Zoom collectively. It's all recorded, so if anybody misses anything, you can always jump straight back in, and that's yours for life. So that is what we do on the courses. So Monday to Friday, 8 PM UK, and then obviously you've got an amazing chat group, amazing group of people that you'll stay forever in contact with, people from all over the world. So you just need to click the link in my bio, guys, and it'll take you straight to the details of my course. I've also got a fantastic couple of hour free workshop a week today on Sunday, and that is with Dr. Krishan, who is basically the guy who I owe a lot to. He's a chiropractor, but he's also like my energy healer. So he's all about how we use the nervous system and basically heal the nervous system to put the energy where it's supposed to be across your whole body. So me and him are going to run a workshop a week today. I'll put some more details on my socials. That'll be 7 PM next Sunday. And we're actually going to teach you some exercises so you can really sort of open up your different chakra systems and stuff like that, and how you can actually check in on yourself. It's really, really powerful. Going to be a really powerful workshop. But please, stick that in your diary if that really interests you. Likewise, guys, feel free to send me any DMs or comment on this if it's on the feed, and I'll be sure to try my best to get back to you. But I just wanted to share that all those little diagrams with you, so you can kind of get a bit more of a gist of what's happening to you, what we're actually about. Just reinforce that message that we are truly the most amazing, powerful beings you could ever imagine, and they've tried everything so hard to keep that from us. Okay, but my mission is to help you guys, or give you the tools you need to really excel now, because that's where we're all going. Like, there's nowhere else. There's no flatlining now. It's boosh, like this, and you should get really, really excited about it. Please, like, use the tools that are available. Use like my content, other people who are doing similar things to me. Like, tap into what we're putting out there, and to help you with, because it's just going to help you climb that rope to to the essence of like who you truly are. So yeah, please, please have a look at my courses if it suits you. Okay, if the time is right for you, the time is right for you. It will be, or it isn't. But I'm going to love you and leave you. Drop a comment, obviously, on the feed when I put this in, if you've got any more questions about anything I went through, or send me a DM and I'll try my best to get back to you guys. But keep working on you. All right, it's so important now. This is your time. All right, you've come a long way. All right, and it doesn't matter what's happened and has led to this point. What choices you made over the last few years. It doesn't matter, because it's all been part of your grand awakening to who you truly are, and just how freaking powerful you actually are. And I will do my ever best to continue to show you that, and drum home that message, and see the amazing growth within you all. All right, much love.